Every time we get in a vehicle and go somewhere, it's something is going to happen, and it is the curse of Christine.
Name's Daniel Everett. Live in Buna, Texas, with Committed Car Club.
My name is Diana Everett. Live in Buna, Texas. Married to that guy. Both members of Committed Car Club.
My older brother was 6 years older than me. So he was looking at lowrider magazines. I probably looked at lowrider magazines from the point I could look at a magazine, I suppose. And that really followed over. I had a lot of friends in junior high that were into lowriders, and we used to build the lowrider model cars and all that stuff. I had a lowrider bike, just like the one she has now. I had a lowrider bike exactly identical to it. So, but I probably looked at lowrider magazines. I mean, from the point I could look at a lowrider all the way up till '92. I picked up my first mini trucking magazine in 1992 at the You Save Foods in Jasper, Texas. I remember the very day. Almost not down to the day, but I remember seeing the first mini trucking magazine. I think it was actually an S10. Had a topper on it. I want to say it was yellow with purple scallops or purple yellow scallops, one of the two. From that day, I'd always had mini trucking on my mind, but I never, I was 7 years old, so once I got up to the age to where, cars were becoming more of a key factor instead of lowrider models or lowrider, bikes, or, it was starting to become cars. My first car, my dad actually traded a laptop computer and $800 for an '89 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. Smoke gray with gray leather interior, 60,000 original miles. Yep, and that's exactly what I did. I wasn't even old enough to drive. But I got a job at an ice plant that year. That summer, the guy who was a driver for the ice delivery truck would come by my house and pick me up at 5 o'clock that morning, every morning during the summertime. So I bought the audio for it. I had to have the TVs in it. I had to have the booming stereo. I wanted to put the Daytons on it. I wanted lowrider. It was my lowrider. So I did that. I had that car all the way up until I was 16. I drove it for probably 8 months whenever I got my license. And I was driving, we was going through Lufkin, Texas, and I passed by a Discount Tire in Lufkin. And there was a truck out there. It was a 94 black S10 extended cab. It was bagged. Guy wanted $6,500 for it. I had a Cadillac. So I had some guys at school who were into lowriders too, who wanted my Cadillac. I said, well, if you want it that bad, I'll sell it to you. $4,500, I'll sell it to you. Now, mind you, I had $800 on a laptop in this thing. That's it. The guy pays me $4,500, and my dad went and talked the kid that owned the black S10 down to $4,500. Paid him $4,500 cash, and I had my first bagged S10 at 16 years old.
Daniel and I met December of '09 at a establishment where
Just a bar.
Yeah.
A bar.
A bar. I was going to say
where the local bar in town.
The local bar in town. It was Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we were both single and just liked to party.
I am in love with my vehicle very much. Very proud of it. I still cannot believe it's mine. When I first bought it, it was definitely my mom's car for the softball games, the baseball, all that. And now it's graphics and bagged and none of that anymore. We definitely don't go to the ballparks with that thing because I'm not doing that. It is a 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe, bagged on 24 Raceline
Deceptive 6.
Deceptive 6. She's Christine from the movie, the Stephen King movie, Christine, the possessed car, because that is exactly what she is, a possessed vehicle. Phat Phabz had to
build a kit for it.
go off of a Suburban.
Yeah, it was Joseph's old Suburban. He built a kit off of Joseph's old Suburban.
Because they had never built, so, I mean, props to them. They did. I mean, of course, we love them.
Phat Phabz front kit. It's got a Phat Phabz SUV rear kit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Thing tows. It drives perfect. No issues whatsoever.
Yeah,
it was just getting it to that point. That's the reason why the vehicle's named what it's named. Getting it to that point. It was just one thing after another.
Yeah. It really, it was just to the point to where I was like, I don't even want it anymore. It was literally, I was so aggravated at the vehicle. I was like, oh, this was a terrible idea. This was a terrible idea. Like, I don't even want it anymore. Like, I'm just going to get rid of it and get a G-Wagon and say, screw it. Like, and even, I can't even afford a G-Wagon. That's as much as my house, but I can figure it out. They look cool. Patrick Reid painted the graphics at Mad Concepts. Jonathan Barron did the body work on it. So we basically just found a bunch of sayings that Stephen King has said, and we found some like biomechanical, I'm not a dark person at all. If you really look into the graphics, there are some really neat looking skulls in there. And if nobody knew who I was, you would think that I am somebody who lights candles in a closet and says bad things about people, but I really don't. They're just I just have a whole bunch of stuff, and here's some ideas. Run with it. Here's some these are the colors that I really like. Do your thing, man. We know that you're the cool. We love your graphic. Everything. We love your work. Have fun. Got her back. It was a month. Literally the day of LST 2018. Day of. First time I had seen it in a month. Picked it up, and it was he's like, come on, we gotta go. I was like, just standing there, in front of the shop. I was like,
that's exactly what she did too.
He was like, come on, we've gotta go. We go. I was like,
we didn't have a chance to really look at it until the following day.
Till the following day, because it was night. We were trying to get off, trying to get there. And of course, we hit traffic. I was like, every time I got it, and then I was like, I'm feeling for potholes in the road. I don't want to hit any potholes. I've got to drive. We just got paint. Oh my gosh. And then.
So worried.
Yeah.
You're driving a piece of glass.
That's exactly what he said. He goes, just go. What happens when I go? I hit a pothole and I send. Bent wheel. Every time we get in a vehicle and go somewhere, something is going to happen, and it is the curse of Christine.
I've been buying mini trucks here lately, and it's kind of taken from my original build, but I just love mini trucks. I always have. Like I say, my first one was a 94 S10, so ever since then it's always been mini trucks. Everything. I recently bought a 87 Mazda B2200 extended cab. I really enjoy it. It's a early 2000s build, probably right 2000 build. It was a 2001 feature. Of course, it's had some revamps done on it since. I just really enjoy minis. That's some of my favorite things. I like full sizes too, but there's nothing like driving a mini. There's nothing like cruising a mini. Nothing like it. I got the Nissan. The main reason why I even got the Nissan was because I got such a great deal on the Nissan. But again, I love minis, and I have a hard time passing up. If I really like it, I have a hard time passing it up. It was right down the road from me, 20 minutes away, and I really, really liked it. We went and took a look at it, and I decided it was definitely something that I wanted. I got a 1990 Nissan hardbody. It's bagged, body dropped on 17-inch Boyd Coddingtons. It's got tweed and painted interior. shaved, fully shaved, with caddy lenses in the back. And it's got a Toyota front bumper and a Phantom grille.
And a hot steering wheel.
Yeah, it's got a Colorado custom billet steering wheel in it. Billet handles. I have 2 other ones. That's my main builds that I keep getting sidetracked. I keep buying all these minis. I keep getting sidetracked. So I have a 1987 Chevrolet C10. It's at the paint shop right now.
Big body.
Bagged LS swap.
Well, we don't have the room here,
So
obviously. We have a shop in the backyard, and we have a backyard, but we don't have room because...
it's full of parts. Literally for parts for these trucks. Like, I have 8 total.
8 total
Projects,
vehicles.
I have 1, 2... If you want to call the minis projects, they're pretty much projects. I have to work on them every day, so they're pretty much projects too. So about 4 projects. I don't feel it's an addiction. I know it's an addiction. I mean, I spend
Yeah, for him it is.
on it.
I am the more rational when it comes to, do we need to spend this money on this? Or he's like, truck parts! You know,
It's always car parts.
always
car parts.
this, or always like,
Everything's trucks.
and I
Need to sleep in
understand
big
that.
trucks.
I
all day.
understand. He really does deserve it because I basically took his spot and got my vehicle bagged first.
Yeah, originally. It was
Originally,
17
he was getting his Silverado bagged first.
body.
Or bodied, I'm sorry. Bodied first. And I was like, I want to do my Tahoe. So
It was gonna be a full build. Bodied, 17, a full build. Then she wanted the Tahoe done, so I said,
So he let
Go
me
back
cut
to
in
over.
front, and that literally went to every single thing.
yeah, put
And
the brakes on everything else.
Yes.
Last weekend at the show-off show, the blue truck, she hauled the blue truck on the back of the Tahoe. So the Nissan, whenever I registered it under his name, my son, Ashton's name, because it's his truck. So I wanted him to make sure that if he puts in the work, cleaning it, detailing it, polishing it, he reaps the benefit for it. So, and it was the same way with the youngest, Audrey. She got her lowrider bike, and she polished it up last night. So whenever we put it into the show, we put it in under her name. That's the way it works. You work on it, you polish it, you clean it, you should be able to reap the benefits for it. So, and we don't force the kids to do. We let them choose, but we just give them the tools to. If this is what you want to do, then it's here. You don't have to. Do we keep a stock vehicle? Nah, not really.
First thing we do is
Most
always
of the time, the
wheels
first
and
thing we do is
tires.
modify something.
wheels and tires normally is what we do first.
We've got to modify something on it. It
Yeah.
never stays stock ever. But it's much different now because like I take the Tahoe. I can drive to McDonald's. I can pull up at McDonald's and have hot rod guys talking to me. I've had that several times. We literally last night had a guy drive beside us for probably 10 minutes.
I thought,
Thumbs up, waving. I mean, the whole
Yes.
9 yards. It's
of
just,
course, I was like, yeah.
it's just a little different now.
It is too hot to roll the window down there, or I would
20
have
years
like
ago,
waved.
tattoos weren't a big thing. People hated them. Now, it's kind of the same thing with Minitrucks. It's evolving. It's getting better, and I think people are starting to understand it a lot more than what they used to.
And they're still, like, I see, like, we can go places, and I see people look, and they're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's a brand new vehicle. Why would you completely mess it up? Or, stuff like that, which you will always get that.
Yeah.
Definitely support one another. I support him washing my car.
I wash
Definitely
our car
support him
probably
doing that.
twice a week.
He
At
does.
least twice a week.
He loves doing it. I
I detail
allow
the car
him
twice a
to
week.
do that because he loves it. Why am I going to deprive him of that?
I mean, I wouldn't say I love it. I just love to see a clean car. I don't
Okay,
like
so
to see a dirty vehicle.
he's like, oh my gosh, is that? And I'm like, yeah, go for it, man. Do it. You like our video, please like and subscribe. BuiltToCruise. Graphics on the car. God bless it. I swear this bug is like driving me insane. It keeps flying into my face. You know, just. So I was like, and I cut him off, and he was like, I was like, sorry. Gangsta.
No, I just.
I said that with a straight face too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I hope you smell my cord. It's sweaty.
Don't smell the cord.